Hey, on the side note, I don't have to make any more shirts for her. So if anybody wants a shirt, let me know.
Okay, Bex, I just unblocked you, but you have to go check your message request.
Okay, I will when I get off
That
of
too.
here.
You only sent me part of it.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Freaking grizzly bear still sitting in here.
I want to see it too, Queen.
Who said that?
Oh,
I didn't know you blocked
Okay.
me.
It's a long one, just so y'all know.
Yeah.
Oh my.
God. No, Allie, your shirts came out freaking a fire. I'm so excited.
Did they? I need to go get a PO box probably today.
Yeah, because I can get them sent out this week because I'm getting ready to do Ellie's too when I get the information.
Because it regards a lot of information.
Probably pretty triggering, to be honest. Oh, there's my number one hater, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. I hope you're doing well.
Grizzly is in here too.
And Allie, everybody in the box has already talked it through, and everybody apologized for everything.
I feel like we all kind of gave Kaylee the benefit of the doubt and was trying to be there for her
We all fell into the trap.
because everybody turned on her, and yeah, now we kind of see why.
And Queen just was trying to explain before you were coming in that, she has nothing, no hard feelings or anything.
I mean, she's kind of been saying that.
I mean, I gotta be bitchy somehow. I mean, I'm being fucking talked about. I gotta come back with something.
I get it. I'm trying to.
Sharon said, "I'm not your number one hater, but yeah, I'm one of them."
Oh, I think she's number one.
She said,
What's funny is your username. Did she change it or no? It's still
"No."
Sharon hates haters. That's just what gets me.
So Kitty over here said, "I sent it years ago when it first happened, and it has spread since. My intent of sending it was to help the kids, not just to bash Kaylee."
All right.
Not just to bash Kaylee.
There's an echo kitty cat, I think.
All right.
Kitty cat. There's an echo kitty cat, I think. Echo!
Mute your mic, kitty cat, and then unmute it.
Mute it. I don't have any authority.
Okay, she got it.
Unmute. Wait.
Feisty, whose fan page?
Don't do that when you're screen recording.
That was mine.
Like Allie's fan page, and then she changed it.
What the fuck? You all right?
Okay, Kaylee.
Do that to me.
Because I know you're in here and I don't feel like typing it out. Saying that you let police know and called a lawyer. Technically, she didn't really do anything wrong. Honestly, even though the child was a minor, she didn't do anything wrong. That
Right.
needs to be recorded. There needed to be proof of that.
She said, "Are you all right?"
There needed to be something to send to them. Just because they didn't do anything, they fail kids every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day.
You might not.
So all you're gonna do is waste your money and waste the police time.
Mm-hmm.
So she
You're not gonna. I mean, that was like a freaking girly fight, like that you would have with somebody you're
I'll mute.
at a bar while you're drunk. Like, that's not. I've never seen anything like that.
and it's not like she sent it to someone random. She sent it to somebody else who was in the room when it happened.
Yeah.
This one?
Sorry about my background noise. My kids are playing games and talking, so I do apologize ahead of time. But if it gets too loud, I'll mute.
I'm all for like spanking your kids and shit. I think more kids need to be spanked. That's not something a parent should ever do.
That way they made that video look that was bad, and I was about to. I'm glad you got live. I was about to.
I'm trying to catch up on Reddit now
Go
too.
crazy. Like that video did not look okay.
You'll understand if it was that bad. Why do I not have a charge? Why did my kid fucking taken? I did not hurt her.
Is she live right now?
But it's not even if you hurt her. Probably not. But it's not even hurting her. Like, that causes mental trauma.
Years, it doesn't matter how long ago it was, is that trauma stays forever, and that poor girl is going to have to live with that no matter what the situation is. Like, that does not just go away just because it only happened one time in your eyes or because it was however long ago. You can see the fear in both of those children's eyes and their body language. They're shaking, the whole 9 yards.
She also used for justification that there were no marks, but you know how many kids get abused and there's no marks? That's not a justification at all.
Turkey Gal wants a box.
Turkey's good people, if you want to let her up. You don't get to tell people how their trauma goes. Are you a professional? I actually am. Being a crisis counselor, I am a professional, first of all. Second of all, how did I tell people how their trauma goes?
Well, you didn't.
I said that causes mental trauma because it does.
The crazy thing about all of this is that for the last 3 weeks, I've been going through a situation like this myself where my son has been removed from his father due to child abuse, due to mental abuse, due to emotional abuse. And for her to sit there and fucking try to stand on a ledge saying that she did not leave marks on that child, it's a 3-second fucking video, and you can clearly tell that child is fucking terrified of her because that's not the first instance that she's been through. And I've never seen that girl before today. But I can tell her if she's in this live, sitting here listening to this shit and trying to stand up for herself, the emotional damage. My son is not even at school today because his gastric issues are so bad right now. He cannot go one day without throwing up or shitting himself because of his nervous system, because of the damage that people like you instill on innocent fucking children that do not defend themselves. And if you want to snatch somebody up, baby girl, I'll give you 3 addresses to come find me at. But for you to hurt a child and think that you can sit there on a fucking app like this and not have people come for you, you better get off of TikTok and go do something about yourself, because the damage you've done on that child, whether it was one time or not, is something she is going to have to heal from for years to come. She should not have to be raised in an environment in which she has to go through intensive therapy or anything that she's going to have to go through just to be able to be a normal fucking person. I've watched my son deteriorate for weeks due to his situation that he's been through. And it's people like you that sit there with justifications for it as if in any way it is okay or justified. If you are angry, hit your fucking self. If you are angry, go get therapy. If you are angry, go to the gym. Any type of other normal release for your anger other than snatching your child up. Because, baby, I promise your big ass ain't fixing to do it to me. I don't know the host. I'm sorry for coming in here talking so vulgar, but I can't
Oh no,
fucking
you're fine.
stand shitty people that sit there and act like this is okay in any nature. And I come from a home where I was abused way worse than that video. I still don't abuse my children. I still have patience and understanding with my children. And I wish a bitch would try to yoke me up like you did a child. What a weak, sick, trashy fucking person.
Yep. Turkey,
The
I
first
stand with
thing
you.
I opened my eyes to this morning was that video, and it is sick to get on live and see her crying. It wasn't that bad. It was 5 years ago. Who gives a fuck? That was your child 5 years ago when you did it. It's your child 5 years ago now. She'll be your child in 5 years from now. And guess what? The only thing she will view you as is a monster because you have zero self-control as a grown-ass woman.
Yep.
It's fucking trash.
Turkey, I stand with you. And I'm sorry you had to go through all that.
It makes me so sick, especially seeing all of the aftermath that happens in these children. It is
Yep.
not just, oh, her hair got pulled. Bitch, you jerked her up like she just stole your fucking purse. Like a child. It's
Yeah.
not just the sores or wounds or whatever that they have to heal from. The amount of emotional, mental, and physical damage that happens to children when they are put through circumstances like this does so much to them.
It does.
And what she said, I'm not gonna say her name, but she said that this was all because Kaylee come home and found a cigarette butt in her room.
And I'm sorry, I found my daughter smoking before, and you want to know what I did to her? She stood on the wall for an hour. And then I talked to her about it's not good for you. It's not something you should do at your age.
And if you'll beat the shit out of her over a cigarette butt, what else would you do?
Yep.
I started smoking cigarettes in fucking 5th grade. Is it something I'm proud of? Absolutely not. But am I still here to this day and know that I was a dumbass for doing that? Absolutely. You let some of these things teach the kids their lessons themselves. You don't have to put your hands on a kid. When my son acts up, I put his fucking tennis shoes on, he goes out in the yard, and he runs. I don't have to hit my child.
Right. How old is your baby, Turkey?
He's 8.
Aw.
And he is struggling severely.
I'm sorry.
I'm seeing the backside of how this child has to heal from the situations that he has endured, and it makes me sick to hear this mom on here who is supposed to be a safe haven for that child sitting here defending herself.
Yeah.
Because I see it on my end. I see what he's having to go through.
I have 2 babies your age, so I
And
would
just
do
knowing
anything.
that I don't know this girl, I've never known her, I've never seen her a day in my life. But if you need help, I have not been on this app for months, and Allie can attest, I used to go live every single fucking day. But instead of being on this stupid app, I'm being a mom, and I'm doing what I need to for my child, who is going to have to undergo intensive therapy, amongst many other fucking things. And it is with a parent who is psychotic and not willing to accept his stupid actions, just like the mom. Nobody sees, everybody wants to justify spanking and all this shit. I got my ass tore up when I was a kid. I don't even think that spanking is necessary. I don't judge moms that do, but I've learned that a spanking is not going to have a long-lasting effect in any type of positive way. And I've been there. I used to spank him when he was younger. It did nothing but piss him off, hurt my hand, and it was all done within 2 minutes, and then we're back to something else. But yeah, I'd like to know where Kaylee's hiding too. And if she would like to sit here and try to justify it to somebody, I'll give you my number right now. You can call me and I will happily tell you what the fuck I think about you. It is disgusting.
too, though. She did that in front of their friend. Can you imagine what happens in the dark when there's no company over?
No, that's my point exactly. Even from a tiny little video like that, you can 100% tell that that is nowhere close to the first time that that shit has happened, nor probably the worst. The way that the girl walked up to her scared like that, already cradling herself, shows that she knew some shit was about to go down. And had it not happened before, she wouldn't have had that type of defensive response walking in there, whether she knew she was in trouble or not.
I think it also shows how not only her daughter moved out of the house, but also right after this incident, so did the son.
I played it in slow motion, and guys, when I say I played it in slow motion, just look at her legs.
Who took them? Was it CPS that took the kids?
No,
Does anybody know who has the kids?
She has
Yes,
the
except for the
she
daughter.
has them.
She still has them.
The
I thought
daughter
they
now
got
lives
taken
with
away
her
from her, and
boyfriend.
that's why she was crying.
No.
Nope.
She's mad
Kitty
because the
above
video's
you.
out.
Kitty above you is the one who was the one taking the video.
She was the son's girlfriend at the time, which was 4 years ago. And there's apparently multiple people over there other than her kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like adults?
No,
Mhm.
like
another
her
child.
daughter's friend
Yeah.
and her, of course, and then her son's friend or something.
I don't say this meanly to any of the people that do know her personally, but if one of you who know her information does not go turn this in, y'all are almost just as bad. And I don't mean that in a hateful way. I'm just being honest. Because in my situation, it's not just my son's father, it's his stepmother too, because she sits back and watches every single bit of it happen. It is guilty by association, and those kids clearly need help. Do I think that the mom's just going to go batshit crazy on them today? No.
No,
But if
I
it's
will
already
tell
been
you.
investigated, it needs to be investigated again. And DFACS did not do their fucking job.
I will tell you this. 2 people have reported it again.
My only concern is they probably won't do anything due to the time frame.
I bet if that little girl speaks up, they will.
But you know, I think it's funny when certain people were talking about a situation, she got really scared about people coming to her house.
Yeah, because she's scared somebody's going to do to her what she did to that child.
Wait,
Yeah.
so if there was a CPS case opened again and all of that, would the 5 people also be involved and see that the daughter's not even living with Kay? And why is Kay getting the money for somebody who doesn't even live with her?
Yeah.
Just use the excuse, though, that, oh, she's just staying the night with her boyfriend or something. Which, with the way CPS is, I mean, they'll be like, oh, okay.
She's only 13 too. Like, this is horrible.
She's 13 now, or was 13 when that video took place?
And not to mention,
Now.
was it the same one that got abused? Right? Queen? So one of her daughters stayed in the room, had to be stuck in a room while a couple was like sexually doing things.
See, what a fucked up individual. She doesn't deserve to have children anywhere near her.
Did I say that right, Queen?
Do what?
How was it the same one that got abused?
Yes.
Yeah, was like stuck in a room, had to be stuck in a room while people done stuff.
Wait, what?
Go that text that Ellie sent you. Read that.
Yeah.
She didn't send me one. Did
I
you?
did on Snap.
Hold on.
I'm going to hop out of here. I'm sorry for yelling and screaming and cussing. I just really, in hopes that that piece of shit is in here listening, could hear just a little bit of the backside of how it's affecting your child. Not that I think that you give a flying fuck.
I'm sure she's watching, even if it's from the outside.
It's because she's messaging me.
That's a lot of hot air balloons. I opened you.
Oh my gosh, this is a long ass message.
I'm waiting for my other video.
Box.
No, ain't no damn way in hell.
I told her to.
She won't. She's done popped in here twice, and she was in the comments saying it wasn't that bad. Blah blah blah, whatever. There's no justification for that. I don't care who you are.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Can I try the next one? Where's my-
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. My ass.
And literally just a few hours before this happened, Queen said, "Watch and see. Y'all will finally see." And
It was literally like, I don't know, like someone had to been like listening to the whole thing of how she was bashing other people, and they probably just got tired of it and just
yeah, and we.
sent it.
Who's this?
Please don't show your shit.
Right.
Well, explain.
Huh?
Well, you're all a bunch of things that I want to. I mean, you're beautiful ladies.
Oh no!
Drop.
Get him out of here.
Bye.
Oh hell no.
Why do we get so many of those?
Dude. Kaylee gets them all the fucking time where they
She
flash
does.
fucking junk.
That was so disgusting.
I've never seen such a disformed fucking figure in my life.
Yeah, Kitty, if you didn't know, the other day in her live, some old man come on there and showed his ding dong.
His polywacka.
His pea worm.
Mm-mm.
His bing bong, that's what we'll call it. Yeah.
I'm trying to get her to come up here. I said I won't let her get attacked.
Yeah. Well, she's listening. She knows otherwise.
I won't let her get
No,
attacked
I
either.
really won't. I stand by that.
I'm not gonna attack her.
I won't say 2 words to her.
She knows she's in the wrong. She ain't gonna come up here. I've never seen her comments fly by so fast. She was live.
No, I'm not defending her. I am not defending her at all. I don't stand by that. Y'all should know me better than that.
I do know you better than that. I know Allie won't stand by it, but she will give somebody the right to speak and speak about it.
Absolutely. I understand not wanting to come up in a box where people will attack you. Not me defending her.
If you turn the comments off, she'll come in here. I doubt it.
And then Sharon said her child didn't want to be attacked. Who protected her? Yeah, we obviously know that.
And of course her child's going to protect her because she doesn't. Never mind.
That's the thing though. With mental abuse, I'm sure that kid doesn't think there's anything wrong with that because that has been what Kaylee has instilled in her mind.
Yep.
Also, if my mom came to me and was like, "Oh, did I do this?" and had the same attitude that Kay does now, I'd be like, "No, no, you
Yeah.
didn't. No."
Exactly.
Where did Gummy go?
She's gonna come in here, y'all. But
Okay.
seriously, like,
I'm not saying a word. She's done heard what I had to say about it.
let her talk, and if we could turn off the comments so she can say what she needs to say.
Okay. I'll mute. Let's mute, guys.
She said give her a minute. So we can turn the comments back on for now.
All I want to say, if she's listening, is please do not get any of your kids to come on and try to use them to make yourself look better. Please do not put them in that situation.
Yeah, I agree. Wait. Her dog was attacked, but you're not gonna let anyone attack her. The thing is if she comes up here and gets attacked, all she's gonna do is leave.
And if
So
she
it's gonna
comes
be
up,
pointless.
she don't need to come up here attacking the
See
girl
what
that
she
took the
has
video.
to say. Yeah, I'm not gonna let her attack anybody either.
Yeah. Because that's not right either. Because, like she said, she kind of.
Interviewing, I feel like. Oh, is she a child? The kitty cat. How old are you? I can't.
18 to 16.
How? Hold on, can you unmute and tell me?
She was the one who was involved in the whole thing.
Yeah, I know, but how old is she?
I'm 16, 17 next month. So, like, I'm still.
Yeah. 216.
Yeah.
Kaylee asked that she drops down while she comes in here, if that's okay.
I feel like with her being a minor, she shouldn't be. Like, I guess she's involved in the situation, but I really don't think she should be up here. That's gonna reflect us poorly.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was a child.
Just go ahead and drop down.
Yeah, especially without like a parent or yeah, no. Okay, Kaylee's in here. I don't know if she's in the box.
I'll go ahead and mute.
Oh yeah, and can we turn the comments off? Hold on, wrong account. Okay. do 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 do. So, okay, I'm sorry. do 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 do. Yeah, I'm sorry. And for that little girl's protection and safety, I don't think we should let her back up here.
Word, I agree.
Sorry, I thought she was at least over the age of 18 when I first came up here, else I would have said something sooner.
I thought she was 18 too, but.
I did too.
I was going to say, that's what I thought that she said, was that she was 18 when she came up, because I thought she said that she was 13 when it happened.
That's
and
what
then
I
they
thought.
said it was 5 years ago, so we just assumed she was 18.
Yeah.
And then she said it was 4 years ago when she finally got up.
This is the math and
Hi, Peek Away.
Hello, everybody.
You missed a lot.
I was listening.
All right.
I just couldn't get up here because I normally don't get involved, but
Okay. If y'all
this,
could mute.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute.
Thank you. So, I'm at a loss for words, Kaylee. I'm not gonna lie. Hello?
Yeah.
So, I don't even know what to say. I really don't. I'm not usually at a loss for words. But is there anything you want to say?
Well, I do know that she is definitely a liar. We already have a police report on her for harassing us. I already talked to CYS. They're looking into it. They wanted to know who all had the video. They wanted to know who posted the video. They wanted to know who had the video in the first place. I told them everything. I already called the cops. We're having another harassment against her. She's definitely going to be in trouble. I'm calling a lawyer.
How though? How is she harassing you?
This has been 5 years, Allie. She has harassed us for this long.
But she's
My
a
son.
child.
Yeah, you don't even know. You don't even know. She is. But literally, it does not end. It does not end. 5 years is a long time to continuously message people that I know, tell people shit, talk to people. That's crazy. That's been way too long. Like, enough is enough. What is the problem? And my son did nothing to her. I could show you videos of her being completely comfortable with my son in a bedroom alone with him.
I mean, I honestly don't even know that aspect of the story. It hasn't been brought to my attention what she has said about that. I'm just referring to the video that we've all seen. And by you saying, well, it was 5 years ago, it was 5 years, that's basically, you're justifying it.
No, I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying how long ago it was. I already apologized to my child. I already said that it was wrong. I didn't say that it was okay. I just was telling people that I literally did not hurt her. Like, I didn't punch her. I didn't kick her. I did not hurt her. After that, that was it. Like, I literally did not hurt her. She even said it. She talked to CYS. They looked at her. There was no marks at all.
But the emotional damage, the emotional toll that takes on a child.
Yes, okay, and you're right. But I made a mistake, and I'm not gonna sit here and let anybody say as a parent they have not made mistakes. Yelled when they shouldn't have, spanked when they shouldn't have, had a bad day and just threw their kid in bed because they didn't want to deal with them. Pulled their arm to lift them up.
You were acting like that little girl was like some girl off the streets. You know, like you pulled her hair, like it would have been different if you just grabbed her arm. But
you know why I pulled her hair?
Why?
I pulled her hair because I would rather do that than beat her and hit her. So I didn't even hit her. Like, that's okay. Honestly, that's what I got. I didn't get beat or hit. I got my hair pulled and my mouth pinched. You know what my mom got when she called her mom a bitch? A cinnamon jar thrown in her face. Do you know what Denny got? His ass beat every day. Look how many parents and what they would do back in the day. I mean, times don't change. Do I apologize to her? Hell yeah, I apologize. You can ask her. I literally said, you can talk to her by yourself. I will literally give you permission to talk.
I'm not gonna put her through that. I don't want to put her through that. She is a child. I don't feel comfortable even with your permission to talk to her about that.
And I also want to make it clear that the girl that you're talking about, she didn't post that.
Who? The young girl that recorded the video is not the one who posted it.
She gave it to everybody. Why, how would she not be the one that
She
does
sent it. She did send it to somebody else to
A
post.
long time
But she
ago.
was not the one who posted it.
Guys, chapter 2.
No, she sent it
Yeah, I mean,
because
she
someone
shouldn't have
said
started
that
this
they were going
everybody.
to report it. So she sent it to someone who she thought was reporting it to authorities.
She what?
She said that she sent it to someone who told her that they were going to report it to authorities, like you said, that CPS or CYS, whatever you call it there, had came to your house. She had sent it to someone else to report that. That's how she had sent it out. So whoever had that video from there is the one who started all of this.
And she honestly didn't say nothing about you.
So
She was very quiet.
and I was told that she sent the video to Queen.
Nope. She did not.
You were told she did what?
I mean, she had to have sent it to somebody.
Yeah, no, she sent the video. She did not post the video.
Right.
I mean, maybe she.
I sent the video to Queen. I did, and I said I was disgusted.
She
Okay,
says,
Sandra, you don't. You guys said you were gonna mute. You don't need to say you're disgusted, okay? Because I'm sure you've made mistakes. Don't sit and say you haven't. Don't any of you guys say you haven't. Okay? I'm gonna tell you this right now. I apologize to my child. My child knows that I love her more than life itself. You guys have no idea what it's like to be a single mother with four children.
I am a single mother with 4 children. I am a single.
Hold on.
There's a lot of single mothers, so I don't think you're going to benefit yourself by saying that at all. I think it's just going to make people come for you harder, to be honest, because there's a lot of single mothers. And of course, they make mistakes. Of course.
That wasn't what I know.
You might
Allie,
get a little agitated with your kid over something small. That's a mistake.
Yeah, it wasn't something small though. That's what you're on.
What do you mean?
It wasn't like
I caught my daughter smoking, and I did not do that.
I love you so much, but if you don't mind, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. This isn't me defending her, but all we're gonna cause if we attack her or start coming at her is her to leave, and that's gonna be that. So it's really just not gonna benefit anything. To be
You're
honest.
right. I'm not attacking her. I'm just telling her.
No, I know, but yeah.
I got you, dear. I'll mute.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
So,
and I just
Kaylee,
wanna say
what was it over? Because I know you met.
I had 4 kids by myself. It was what they have. You know
I
what I
know
mean?
people said that it was over finding a cigarette butt, but you sent me that in a message that it wasn't over that. Do you mind explaining what it was over?
I told you in the message she had been mouthing me literally all day. I mean, mouthing me, calling me names, mouthing me, not listening to anything I said. So I gave her chance after chance. Come on, please don't do this. You know, chance after chance, literally. Then she was hitting me. And I'm like, you don't hit me. And she's like, I don't care. And was throwing a major fit. And I was like, come here. She wouldn't come to me. So I grabbed her. But that's what happened. And like my son said too, because whenever we heard it was about the cigarette, but my son's like, that is a damn lie. My son's like, I was literally right there. And if I did any harm, Denny or my son would have stopped me. They would not have allowed me to actually like beat her or anything.
I think it's more so the mental harm that you caused on that child than it is the physical that everybody's worried about. It's more so because you think she doesn't think about that incident to this day. She may not talk about it. You may not think that she thinks about it, but I guarantee she does. There's a lot of things that happen. There's a lot of things that happen in my childhood that I still think about on the daily. I'm 26 years old.
No, I believe you. Trust me. I have my own mental health. And that is why I literally apologized right after, because I'm like, oh my God, you know, she is going to think about this. Like I do not want that for her, but that's why it never happened again. Like I do not, one of my daughters sitting right here. I do not put, my hands on them at all. I ground them, take their phone, you know, things like that. after that day, I was like, okay, this is not okay. You know, I got my medicine in check. I got my shit right, but she was definitely doing wrong. I have a therapist. I got her a therapist. You know, so I know you're right. That does cause mental health. But I do want to say too that I've even talked to my mom about this, which is crazy. The smallest thing you do to your child can cause mental health. I mean, the littlest thing. And I'm like, Mom, that's insane. Because look how many people need a therapist, honestly. There's like 90% out of 100 that have therapy because of something that happened in their life. But you think that you're doing parenting right. You think that you're, stuff like that. And then your kid ends up like, oh, well, you did this. And it's like, well, I didn't even know I was doing that. Like when they get older, you know what I mean? So it's like little tiny things can ruin your child. And that's what's scary. So I was wrong for that. I take accountability for that. I apologized to my child and I got her therapy.
I don't think a child should need therapy for something that could be prevented like that.
No, she has therapy for many reasons. Many reasons because of her.
Is this the same daughter who stays with her boyfriend?
She has stayed there. She doesn't live there.
How old is she?
She'll be 14.
In my opinion, I think that's another form of child neglect to allow your 14-year-old daughter to stay at her boyfriend's house.
It's not child neglect. The father watches them. He's there the whole time.
Still, though. If I was 13, 14, 15, and I asked to stay at my boyfriend's house, oh my gosh, my mom would have laughed in my face.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not on trial, like my mom said. I'm not on trial. This is not, court, and you guys are all gonna tell me how to raise my kids or what to do. I have had many of other people say, yeah, I would have been at my boyfriend's too at that age. Like, you guys also don't understand that my children, I wish you guys knew my life. I wish you guys knew my kids and how they acted and the problems they have and the threatening to do the things that they do. No, I'm not going to pull her away from somewhere that she really cares about when she's saying that if I take her away, she's going to do something to herself. I'm not going to do that shit. No, I'd rather her be safe and him make sure that they're not doing anything. They don't sleep in the same room. Like it's crazy. Like I don't tell anybody how to parent. And I know each single fucking person has made a mistake in some way.
Kaylee, is that your mom on the phone?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, the dad can't watch the child 24/7.
Yes, he takes them when he goes somewhere, he takes them with him. They don't sleep in the same bedroom. And how many kids, how many of you adults lost your virginity at 14, 13, 15? How many of you?
No, I didn't.
You were going to admit it, though, because kids definitely do stuff behind people's backs, too.
But the thing is you don't make it easy for your child, though. That's the thing. If it happens, okay, but you don't have to make it easy for them to do so.
Rather than pull her away and her off herself, would you rather that? Because I know my child.
She needs help. If she wants to off herself because you want to take her away, she needs maybe inpatient treatment. I'm not sure if she's on medication or anything, but maybe that as well.
I've already
That's not normal.
Guys, tap the screen.
I've already talked about this.
Kaylee, I would literally get her help and just try.
I mean,
honestly,
you said she has a therapist, right?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like
prescribe her medication.
No, that has to be like a psychiatrist.
She has a psychiatrist. She don't want any medication.
Well, I mean, if that's the only thing that would keep her from feeling that way, I would definitely try it.
I want her to try, but she won't. She literally will not take them. I can't force them.
Kaylee, though, like,
Okay.
I don't know.
You know, like I agree with you though.
I mean, I guess I get you can't just shove medication down her throat, but at the same time, like, she's a child.
I know, but what am I supposed to? I can't. I mean, she don't care what I do. Like if I take her phone, she don't care. You know, ground her. She ain't gonna care about that. She won't take them. She had them before.
But Kaylee, I'm just saying she's your
I'm sure if you
child.
wouldn't let her go over to that boyfriend's of hers, I'm sure she'd care.
Yeah. I would just set her down and be like, look, you're my child. I'm going to put you on medication, and this is how we should try it. And I'm not trying to tell you how to parent, but I'm just telling you, if it was my child, I would do anything and everything to make my child feel worthy and want to be alive.
Well, that's what and that's what you guys, like, nobody gets to. Like, I have always, I had a lady coming into my house when they were 2 and 3 years old, telling me, like, she was doing, like, preschool shit with them, whatever. And she said to me, she's like, you must be a very good mom, because one of my kids complimented her. And she's like, you must give them lots of compliments. She's like, that's really good. I do. I tell them they're beautiful. I tell them they're worthy. I tell them they mean the world to me. Like, they know this. And just, you know, and just one mistake doesn't make me a mother that, you know, like, that doesn't change how I actually mother. You know, did I make a mistake? Yes. But I love my children.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, Kaylee. So someone wanted to come up because she has to go to work and she wanted to say something. You don't have to respond to her, but she does have to go to work. So would you want to mute just while she talks? So she isn't interfering with you and Allie's conversation?
Who's she talking to?
No, she's
cutting out.
She's just gonna she wants to say something before she goes into work. So I was gonna let her up here for a second, but you don't have to respond or anything like that.
Is she?
No, I don't think she'll attack her.
Is somebody able to drop somebody who maybe is not saying anything? Okay. You're muted, but I think you said I can drop. Okay, never mind.
Am I still echoing? Like, am I still, like, not clear here? Renee, just don't attack anybody, okay?
Yeah, no, I'm not in here to attack her. I'm just here to say that she keeps saying moms have all made mistakes, and absolutely 100%, but there's a difference between a mistake and assault. And so that's just the difference in making mistakes and attacking your daughter. And the reason I'm saying attacking is because I've worked in prisons and juvenile halls for the last 10 years, and when you pull somebody's hair, like, you can get in trouble. It doesn't matter what they're doing to you.
First
Like,
off, I didn't pull her hair and like yank her hair down. I pulled her into me. I didn't pull, like, you don't, you know, go behind somebody and you rip their hair. That's not what I was doing. I held it tightly and pulled her into me. I didn't pull her hair down.
Like murderers, like kids that have murdered people. We don't even grab their hair. We won't even grab their hair.
Murderers grab their hair.
No, I'm saying we wouldn't grab their hair because we'll defend ourselves, but we wouldn't even grab a child's head, is what I'm saying, because it can be so dangerous. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, let me say this, okay? Yeah. CYS came and talked to my daughter. They dealt with the situation. It was 5 years ago. No cops got called. I got no charges. I did not hurt my child. There was no marks. She literally got up and was perfectly fine afterwards. Perfectly fine.
You may not have been hurt. I totally agree, and you may not have gotten in trouble, but I'm just saying what this looks like, considering in certain places, adults would never even touch a child like that. Even a child that's trying to hurt them, we wouldn't grab them like that. And that's all I'm saying. It just, there's a difference between making a mistake.
There's been many parents that have grabbed their children in a different way, grabbed them wrongly, spanked them when they didn't deserve it.
I have not. I don't agree that parents accidentally assault their kids. I don't agree.
Accidentally assault their kids? I didn't assault my kid.
That's assault.
Okay. Of course, every other mother in here isn't going to admit the shit they do. Like I talked to somebody today, and you know what they said? And it's somebody everybody knows. You know what they said? Y'all just didn't get recorded. That's the difference. But trust and believe. Just didn't get recorded. Trust and believe.
But
You
if
guys
something,
all make mistakes.
hold on, if
Last
something
one of
like
you.
that, if something like that got recorded, imagine what's being
Yeah, and I'm
done and
not
what's
saying they
being
don't make
said
mistakes for
behind
life.
the
There's no
scenes,
way,
not
whether
on
it's
camera.
mental or physical. Every mother makes mistakes. Every father makes mistakes.
Haley, I agree with you on that part. I'm not saying that every parent is perfect, but like, I guess I could say for myself, I've never ever like even my 4-year-old being severely autistic with ADHD, I've never even spanked his behind.
Okay, I'm not saying everybody has. I just said that everybody has made a mistake in a way. But when you have 4 children that have ADHD, you're alone, don't know what to do. You've got your own mental health, okay? Even though you're taking care of it, you've got your own mental health. They're constantly just nagging, being mouthy, telling you what the hell you're going to do, shit like that, hitting you. There's 3 of them, all that are a year apart, all with ADHD and ODD.
Yeah,
No, none of you guys have ODD. You do not understand ODD.
Kaylee, I have.
You're wrong. You're
They
wrong.
will tell you to unalive. They will tell you to wreck your car into a tree.
Kaylee.
Like, dealing with all of them at the same time alone is hard.
Kaylee, I have kids that are ADHD as well. I really do. I get that. And I'm not perfect by all means.
ODD is
It is very hard to deal with, but when I feel like I get so overwhelmed, I literally have to step outside because that's the only thing I can do.
And a lot of the times, even children who have multiple issues, who like need medications and stuff like that, like a lot of the times a child will catch on to things by the way that they are raised and the people who are involved around, which can cause them to do some of the things that they do, you know?
Well, I've been told by many people that I am a good mom and I raise my children right and I try to teach them right from wrong and I make mistakes and at least I admit mine.
Can I just say, though, that we're not, I mean, at least I'm not saying that you're just a horrible mom and nothing you do is ever good. We're just saying that, yes, you messed up, okay, but not every aspect of your parenting is the worst thing in the world. Nobody's saying that you're just the worst person to ever exist. Nobody's saying that.
She's right. We haven't said that.
And I just have one question, and you don't have to answer it. It's completely fine if you don't want to. Like, don't feel like you have to. But, like, let's say that we're going back to, like, let's say that it's fine that your daughter lives with her boyfriend or whatever. Cool, whatever. Let's say that's fine. But what about the fact that your son moved in with that girl 4 years ago? He would have been less than 10 years old.
Oh, no. My son is going to be 19. He was 16 and she was 14. Or wait,
I thought she was your oldest.
No, my daughter's not my oldest. My son is.
Okay.
Yeah, my son's going to be 19. He was 14 and she was 12. My son's going to be 19. My oldest daughter is going to be 14 in March. Like this month. But yeah, no, my daughter's not my oldest. That's how I have 4 kids. But I said the 3 girls are all a year apart with all the same things. And it's very extremely hard. And Bex, yeah, I have walked away before. That's what I'm saying. Like I've given that. I've done that, And I had been doing that. But I mean, there's nothing I can say. It was wrong. I did it.
It was wrong.
It is over and done with. I talked to her. We have a great friendship. I mean, there's nothing more I can really say. Like I don't know what else to say. I admitted my wrong. It wasn't okay. And if she thinks about it later in life, then I'll talk to her. She has a therapist, and that wasn't just for that reason. There's many a reason she has one. First off, it's basically because of her dad. He's the biggest issue, and she has told everybody that. Her dad is the biggest issue. That bothers her every single day.
But let's
I mean,
also
sorry.
Question, Kaylee. It was also brought to my attention something to do with locking your child in a room while adults do stuff.
Never. Never. They just, Allie said it was brought to her attention that I locked my children in the room so I could do stuff with Denny.
No, not you.
That's
I don't believe it was you.
It was other adults.
People were saying how your daughter was locked in a room while your people that used to live with you were doing sexual activities, and she was forced to watch them.
No. That is not.
Okay.
No. It would, I'm guessing Melanie, I don't know, but no. That is not true.
So, do you kids go to school, Kaylee?
They're online school.
You make sure they do their schoolwork?
Yes. Why?
No. Tiffany, you said you had something to say?
Yeah, my question is are you trying to be your kid's friend, or are you actually trying to be their parent? Because in my opinion, as a parent, it sounds like you're trying to be their friend and not their parent, because there are boundaries that you have to set as a parent, and you're not setting those boundaries. Your children are walking on you. I get that some of them may have whatever, but you have, as a parent, you have to set those boundaries. Otherwise, it's just going to continue to get worse and worse and worse.
I agree with you, Tiffany.
I mean, it's true. I mean, let me say, I have a 14-year-old son. I have 3 boys. Let me tell you something. I never, as a parent, in my right mind, would ever say, okay, yeah, his girlfriend can come stay the night, or he could go stay the night at his girlfriend's house. Never. Because I'm a parent, I'm not their friend. And let me tell you something from experience also, because my mom let that happen with my brother, and guess what happened? The dad showed up. No, the dad showed up at my front door, ready to physically harm my brother the next day after that. Okay, so you can't say that they're watched 24/7. I mean,
right.
It is what it is. You have to be a parent and not their friend. That's something I've learned as a parent. And there's times where, yeah, you got to be there for your kid, but ultimately that's what it is.
People
Guys, I'm
like.
gonna drop.
Okay.
So I love you guys.
I love you too.
All right, bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, no problem.
My mom was more so like a friend. She would try to be my friend than be a parent. And my dad was the one that was strict. My dad was the one that told me what I could and could not do. If I asked my mom, I could get away with quite literally anything. And me and my mom got at points where we would almost fight. And I just feel like at a certain point in time, I'm not saying you're a bad mom. I'm not saying you do this often. I'm just saying I don't think that should have been the way to go about it. And I don't know. That's just, I guess, kind of how I feel about it. But
All right. So does anyone else want to speak? Say what? Say who? Do you want to speak? I'm just trying to. All right.
I'll make this quick. So, I'm curious why that's we're not. We've been told not to attack her, things like that. When she attacked her child, it wasn't a spanking, you guys. This was something that was done. You can tell by the behavior more than once. She grabbed that child to beat her, like we've said numerous times,
You don't
like
know.
she was in a
You don't know
barroom
anything.
brawl.
You don't know shit. And like I said, I
Kaylee,
didn't hurt her.
Kaylee,
Kaylee, let her talk.
Kaylee, that was a young child. That was a young child.
Kaylee,
Kaylee,
let her talk. You got respect. We need to give the respect in return.
But you told me that you would not let anybody attack me.
No, listen, we're not
Kaylee,
attacking you. They're advising their
She's definitely
opinions, and
attacking.
you'll be able to speak your opinion to her after she's done speaking. I
Kaylee.
promise.
So what I will say is, you are very much don't attack me, don't attack me, don't attack me, right? You attacked your child like you were in a bar fight. The way you snatched her up by her hair, Kaylee. Now I will attack you. Come for me, bitch.
Go
Come
ahead,
for
I don't
me.
care. Fuck off.
I dare you.
That's why, y'all, that's why I didn't want her to be attacked, because all it was going to result in is her leaving, and we're not going to be able to hear anything, get any information
There's
whatsoever.
no excuse. She's sitting up here saying she's got all these kids with all these
We're not
disabilities.
saying
Things like
there's an excuse.
there's
Attacking her is just going to result in what it just did.
There's
is
no
her leaving.
justification.
Okay, so hold on.
We're
I'm
not
just
justifying it.
I just muted her for a second, Allie. I'm just gonna let the 5 people that are here come up and say what they have to say, and then you could bring her back when the boxes are empty. Just so no one's, because I'm not gonna let people in here when they're gonna do that.
And no one is justifying what she has done, but at the same time, none of us have heard her side of the story. We just got seen the video.
We were trying to hear
So,
her
yeah.
side, and attacking her like that, coming at her like that,
It's
all it
not gonna
resulted
get
in is her
nowhere.
leaving, and now we're not going to
Not
get
gonna
any
get nowhere.
information or hear her side anymore, because I bet sure she's not going to fucking come back up here.
That's the
That's
only
an
reason we are
absolute no.
talking in a
We're
calm
angry about the
voice.
video. We're not okay with the video. Not one of us. We don't stand by it. But now she left, and we're not going to hear anymore.
The thing about Kaylee is that if you raise your voice, she's gonna raise her voice and then leave. If you talk in a calm voice, she's gonna stay and she's gonna talk back, and that's the only reason why we are talking like that.
So I had a fair question for Kaylee, and now obviously she's not here, but it's out of concern for her daughter. If she's allowing her to stay at the boyfriend's because of she's going to off herself if she goes and gets her, if there are psychiatrists and psychologists involved, first of all, why would she not bring that to their attention? And second of all, she's allowing her daughter to use manipulative tactics. I don't understand that.
I agree with the manipulation portion, but I do understand not everything is brought to psychiatrist or therapist attention because they don't want to be taken away from the situation. They don't want help. Like, she wants to stay at her boyfriend. So I can understand the little girl not bringing it to their attention.
But she doesn't want to medicate her, and she's threatening to unalive herself. That's a big concern. That's like a huge red flag.
Yeah, it's a form of neglect. Absolutely. That little girl should not have any life outside of literally sitting next to her mom until she agrees to
To
get.
me, that seems like Kaylee is pretty much saying, I don't want to deal with this. Somebody else can deal with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to deal with this job. Somebody else can
girl.
deal with this job.
When we were 13 years old, we knew how to sneak around. We knew how to test our boundaries. So she can't entrust that man to 24/7 make sure that those kids are not in bed doing things they shouldn't be doing, or her 13-year-old daughter is going to end up with child.
And not only
Ability
that, like,
either.
a lot of children get abused, especially, sexually, by, adults that they stay with like that. A lot of the time, family members. But what if that dad, and I'm not I don't know the guy from Adam, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, as a parent, I feel like you need to have that mindset.
I just think it's something that needs to be brought to the therapist's attention if there really are even therapists, because if your child threatens to unalive themselves, that's serious.
Absolutely.
I would like to say something before I have to go back to work, and I will say it as nice and as calmly as possible. This situation does infuriate me pretty bad. Children who get abused, and I say abused because she abused that little girl. She abused her. Children who get abused grow up to be adults with trauma. Okay. And children who grow up to be adults with trauma, it's because their parents justify what they did to them. They justify their actions. And I'm not saying you guys allowed it to happen, but she sat up here in this box and she tried to justify what she did to that underage child. She did. She tried to make excuse after excuse. You know, I agree with spanking. I do. I'm from the South. I live in Alabama. If my daughter does something, she gets her butt tore up. I would never, ever put my hands on my daughter the way that she did. Ever. Y'all can sit up here and you can baby her and tell her that she's a good mother. She's not. She is a terrible mother, and she does not deserve any of those children. She doesn't. That is all I have to say. Thank you for letting me speak on your platform. And Kaylee, I know you threatened that little girl earlier and said that you were going to go and get an attorney because the video is posted around.
I mean, I just hope from what we saw in that video that was done behind closed doors that we can't see.
I will send that video to every person I know. I will make sure that video is on every fucking platform. And I mean that from the depths of my soul. You deserve what is going to happen to you. You deserve that. Thank you for letting me come up here. Sorry I lost my cool. I appreciate it.
Hi, ladies. I just wanted to pop in. I scrolled across the live this morning that she was crying, and that's what brought me to this group. I am just in here because I'm kind of more solution based. I'm a pediatric therapist. So what I would recommend for any adults that have children with special needs. Think about what you've done.
I don't know what happened. I think she probably got a call or something.
So sorry. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize. So I'm a pediatric therapist. So what I was just coming to say is that if you are a parent of a child with special needs, some of the things that you can do is you can connect with your local ARC. It's called ARC. It's the largest nonprofit organization for children and adults with special needs. And they have a variety of programs that can assist you, whether it's parent training, daycare, after school care, therapeutically. There's just like a lot of programs that you can do. So that's one really great resource. And the other one is called Respite. It's RESPITE. And respite care is for parents that need a break. Like they need some type of rest. They need support. So whether the kids go to like a camp or whether the parents go away and they have a trained adult that can come and stay with the children. But I just wanted to share those types of resources because parenting is not easy. I'm not excusing the behavior. I'm not justifying it whatsoever. I'm simply here to just provide a couple of resources that in case families didn't know about it, that maybe they could find it in their local community and find some support. So I hope that was helpful to whether it be Kaylee or to anyone else that may just need some more parenting support if they don't have it.
Yeah, thank you, Megan, for coming up here and sharing.
Anytime. Hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for bringing this awareness.
You too. Thank
Bye.
you. Another thing like parents can do too. I know like my parents used to do this. They would call like the cops to come and do some like beyond scared straight shit, you know? Like, you want to come with me? You want to come with me? Like, you know, like there's always other resources and other options besides doing what was done in that video.
Allie, the last time I did that with my son, we were at a store and there was a police officer. I did this with my oldest son, okay? And he was acting up. And I said, keep acting up. I'm going to go get him. You know what that cop turned to me and told me? He told me, please don't tell him that because I don't want him to be scared of us.
Yeah.
That's what he told me. I was like, I never thought of it like that because I thought of it just as using it like a scare tactic. Maybe he would act right, but
Okay,
My
so
son's therapist. I think we should be fearful of cops.
yeah,
yeah,
You don't want to end up in jail. You don't want to end up in prison. Be
no,
scared of it.
definitely,
I don't think that's a bad
exactly,
thing. It
my
makes you
no,
mad
son.
again from the
exactly.
But
viewpoint of
do
a
you guys
cop,
think
but
that hey, if the cops would have seen Kaylee do that to her, Kaylee would have went to jail? But I'm gonna
Yeah.
be the odd one out. I watched all morning. I'm a silent watcher. That's why everybody's probably like, "Who the fuck is this girl?" Sorry, my language. But it's funny, and nothing against Allie, because I secretly. I don't talk in the chat, and I watch her. But it's funny that all you guys, before Allie was awake, mad dogged Kaylee, said how bad it was. But now Kaylee's in the live, and we're babying her. We're saying nobody come at her, nobody say anything to
I
her.
didn't say anything. I wasn't babying her.
I'm just saying it doesn't. I just woke up and I haven't seen it all because I went back to sleep because I have COVID. But besides the point, it's disgusting and how everything happened. And now it's like, oh, if Kaylee comes in here, please, everybody, don't say anything bad. When everybody before Kaylee came in here and before Allie woke up, everybody was feeling exactly how the girl that got in trouble for yelling at Kaylee and telling her to come at me.
we also
There was a
hold on,
feisty
hold on. Let
fireball
me
that
speak
said
on that.
she would fight her. Now everybody's not saying anything. I just don't I don't think it's okay. And I don't think it's okay that Kaylee went after her daughter in front of everybody. That's like, hey, I'm going to be a bully to my kid and everybody watch. And she's still a bully to this day. I don't know. It just really upsets me that because Allie's in here, and nothing against you, Allie, when I say this, but now we have to baby Kaylee and feel sorry for her because she abused her daughter. And think about it. My kid's 13. Yes, he's a boy, but he's not going to go live with someone because I can't handle him. He's gonna maybe go to a group home, but not to his girlfriend's house. Like, none of it makes sense.
No, so hold on. Let me speak on that real quick because that's not what's going on. The thing is all attacking her is gonna do is exactly what it did. Make her leave. That's it. We're trying to get more information.
But here's the thing, it was 5 years ago.
Nobody,
How
hold
do you know
on,
anything's
hold on,
happening anymore?
hold on. Nobody's justifying what she did. Nobody's babying her whatsoever. You didn't hear a single one. Oh, it's okay, Kaylee. Oh, it's.
But it's, oh, we have to talk so quietly around Kaylee. Oh, Kaylee, but look at when someone says, hey, Kaylee, try that with me, how feisty she gets. She gets real barky, but we're not allowed to get barky back at her. I mean, I'm not going to, but
All
I'm just
she'll
saying.
do is leave. Like that, we're trying to find out more information. All we seen was the video. That's all we know, and what the girl come up and told us. That's all we know.
Yeah, but then her threatening that girl too, like that didn't do anything for us.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but what can we do? That's Kaylee, you know?
Y'all did say she wasn't a bad mom. Like, no. What we said is we weren't calling her that. And I didn't say that. I don't know who said that.
I don't think she's
I
a
think
bad
that's
mom.
me. I just said I'm not saying you're a bad mom because I'm not going to call someone a bad mom. I don't know. No one knows behind closed doors what happens. But all we seen was the video. So yeah, people are going to be disgusted by that. People are not going to want to see that. People are going to want to scream and yell at her and call her a horrible mother.
But what does she expect? Does she expect us to be like, oh, we understand that was in the past?
Yeah.
No.
But she apologized. What else is she going to do?
She's wanting us to understand her point of view, but not everybody's going to do that.
But what if, let's say, Allie had a different one and was like, fuck you, Kaylee? Would you guys all be like, okay, fuck you, Kaylee? Or is it because, again, nothing against Allie, and I'm not saying, if I say, sometimes I sound fierce with my words and I don't mean to. But if Allie said, okay, you guys have your own feelings, but because Allie and Kaylee are so close, are you guys feeling this way because of how Allie is telling you guys to feel?
No. I mean, me and Kaylee are not even that close, though. We really don't talk off of being live together. Everybody seems to think we're the best. Like, we're really not that close. I don't stand by that video. I don't stand by any of that.
I get it. Like, kids
standing
can
by
be
her in
terrible
this
and
situation.
sorry, whoever I cut off, I don't mean to. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I don't stand by that whatsoever.
Yeah, I was just
I
very confused as to why earlier we were all like, yes, this is ridiculous. Yes, we want her in the box. We talked to the girl. The girl said she videotaped it and then ended it. And then all of a sudden I wake up from my nap and come back and everybody's like, let's talk gentle to Kaylee and all that. When that girl she was just calling her out and Kaylee couldn't handle it. If she can't handle the situation, then maybe she shouldn't cry about it and say that it's been so long ago. Because how do we know what's happening now? Why are none of her kids in her custody now? Or not with her? Something has to be happening.
though. They're all. She has custody of all of her children.
Well, they don't live with her, I should say. Sorry, my words.
One doesn't live with her though. Nobody's justifying anything, and I don't like that you're coming up here and saying that we are, because I don't want to be known for justifying that, because I don't.
Yeah,
Okay,
she
but
just wants us to
we have
scream
to
at
talk
her.
quietly to her.
Like, we're not
We
gonna
have to
scream
come
at,
at
like,
her
we
calm.
wanted to give her an opportunity.
Okay, but every
What she
time you
wanted to
have,
say,
what does she
because
do?
right
She
now,
screams when someone
we're
else
all
turns
just
the talk.
blind.
But she doesn't. So the opportunity is people are going to ask her questions, but she gets upset and screams. So how is it equal when people want to ask her questions and she gets so upset? Like if it
I
was
told
me
her
in
to
the
shut up
situation, I
too.
get it.
Hold on, I told her to shut up. I wasn't letting her scream at people.
And I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part. I just heard everybody getting upset with that girl because she was screaming. I would have been the same way if Kaylee was in the box and I was asking her questions. She was like, fuck you, this and that. I'm going to say, hey, come hit me.
We just knew that she was gonna drop down.
We
That's
knew
what
she
we
was
told
gonna drop
Kay
down.
too.
And sorry, Allie, I'm not coming at you. People are saying that I'm coming at you. I don't mean it. If it sounds like that, I don't mean to be. It's just funny how earlier it was a different scenario, and now that you're in the box, it's another scenario. That's it.
Because she was
I
to be harassed and not to be jumped onto. Two wrongs don't make a right, so that's all we can do is try to hear her side of the story.
And I
yeah, and
appreciate
I
that.
also
A better,
think there's
because, like, right now, like, people are saying, oh, it was over a cigarette butt. Come to find out, that's not even why. Like, there's so many
We're
mixtures in
probably
this
never
story.
gonna know the truth. It's the fact that now it's surfaced, and now we all are thinking differently of the situation.
I'm thinking the same way. I'm thinking she abused her child.
I mean, that's what was done.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling her the multiple ways that she's neglecting that child. Allie, over here trying to be the peacemaker, not even a. Oh.
Everyone knows I'm mutual with everyone, but when it comes to putting your hands on a child in a certain way, that's a big thing to me, and I don't.
No, and someone said that they know Allie goes hard for Cam. No, absolutely. I'm not saying that Allie doesn't feel bad for that girl. I just think the vibe is way different from this morning till when Allie got up. That's it. I'm not saying anybody's in the wrong, anybody's wrong or different, whatever. I'm talking in circles, but I'm just saying the vibe's way different from when Allie wasn't here till when Allie is here. And nothing against Allie. I'm just saying the vibe's way different. That's it.
It's not neglect if the father watches them. Pushing your child onto somebody else is neglect. That's what you're doing, essentially. Essentially, this is the boyfriend's father's child. Like, no.
Yeah, and also
Not having your child get the proper help or proper treatment, whether it's medication, therapy, whatever the case may be, is a form of neglect.
Yeah. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I know the girl that's under Feisty Fireball. I'm not going to say her name because I've learned she doesn't like that. I shouldn't say I know her, but I know of her. So she knows of me because everybody knows my story, so she can vouch for me on this. So I'm from her town. My mom was the same way as Kaylee, and I want to start my mom was an addict. There's a lot of the similarities there, but that's a different topic. But my mom grabbed me up the same way, the hair, all that stuff, and then I was SA'd by my mom's boyfriend from 6 to 11. So by 12 to 13, I was real sexual, I've never gone live before. I was real
Guys, tap
wanting,
the screen.
I went boy crazy is what I'll say. And I wanted to stay at my boyfriend's. My mom, I'll say she didn't allow me to stay with people, but I did. Like I lied to my mom. I said, "Oh, I'm going to the park." And I lost my virginity and abandoned the house, and I had my first kid when I was 13. I mean, I was walking around the high school that me and this girl went to in the 8th grade, pregnant at 13 years old. No one stepped in. No CPS knew about it. No one came in to do nothing about it. No one took anything from me. No one, my mom grabbed me up like that so here I am, 13, 17. I'm raising my kid in front of my abusive mom. She's grabbing me up the same way Kaylee grabbed her hair. And now I'm remembering it. And now my child is 10 years old to this day, and she remembers my mom beating me like that. So if Kaylee thinks that this is not going to have an emotional effect on her child, she's delusional, because it affects my mom's grandchild to this day. And now I'm 24 years old, and she OD'd when I was 17 years old. She passed away, and my child remembers that stuff. Kaylee is delusional. You don't hit your child like that. She talked in circles. She said her child was hitting her, causing fits all day, hitting her, but she called her over there screaming, "Get in front of me," and then grabbed her hair and beat her. She's lying about the situation. She doesn't want CPS to come for her. They're going to. She's going to get in trouble. The boyfriend that she had, like, the whole situation is, it's unsafe. It's neglect. The child does not need to be at her boyfriend's house. The child needs to be in her home. The child saying it's manipulation because she knows Kaylee's going to allow it. She know when she says, "No, I'm not doing this," because she knows Kaylee is going to allow it and say, "Okay, stay there. I want you to be happy." And no, her child's not happy. Her child is going to end up pregnant, and her child and I'll tell you, I love my child, but that did nothing for me. Having a child at that age did nothing for me. I dropped out of school. I ended up in act myself. It did nothing but ruin my life. I mean, I love my child, but I didn't get any of the resources I needed. I didn't get the parenting I needed. I didn't be able to talk to be the parent that I needed to be. I mean, I'm 24 years old, just now getting my life together. I mean, no one to this day knows about me, knows where I am. I don't want to say my name, but I'll message you later. So that I just wanted to say that, like, because I was the 13-year-old that got pregnant and had the baby. So she's delusional. It's going to happen. I just wanted to jump in here and talk on that. So sorry for saying your name. I was just trying to get your attention.
Kind of feel like I do know you, and I kind of don't want to get emotional because I know.
Yeah, my name's Cheyenne. I'll just say it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, Queen. I just want to see if anyone's in the boxes that isn't going to speak. Can you guys drop down so I can get more people up that want to talk, please and thank you.
I am sending the rest of the messages to Ellie as we speak. Some of them are loading. Some of the stuff that she claimed that she didn't do, she actually did do. There is proof. And then the whole son situation is also on here as well. So. And the way Kaylee
I'm gonna go ahead and.
The way Kaylee speaks.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna go ahead and drop down real fast. Thank y'all for letting me in here, though.
Okay.
Sammy, did you want to say something?
He don't know how to cook it.
You want to cook bacon?
Can you shut up? Comment a prayer.
I make my baby.
Oh my god, y'all don't know him. Anyway, I just want to mention that it seems like Kaylee is like trying to justify everything that happened in that video, and it's like every time that Allie or anybody would question her, it was, well, this excuse, and I just have a question. What is I'm not coming at anybody, I'm just asking, what is the point of trying to get more information when the video had all the information in it? If somebody posted had a video like that, they're not gonna say, "Oh, I didn't, I did that." She's not gonna admit to it. There's no getting more information from it because there's no more information that's needed. She did what she did, and she just kept making excuses for it.
But at this point, it's not just about the video. There's way more to the whole story that everyone needs to know about. I mean, Allie missed a lot, so that's the whole point why she's up here. I mean, there's not just the video. There's been several fucking messages sent to people about what happens in that home that nobody knows about.
But do you think that she's going to come forward and say the truth?
I mean, there's proof. I'm literally sending it. That's the whole point.
Also, if we continue to question her about it, more than likely she's going to trip up over a lie that she said.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that, because y'all are doing a good job, questioning her and stuff like that. But I think Kaylee should be the one that should man up and say what she did, because it's all coming out, and she's not going to do that. But that's it. I'm going to hop down. Thank you for letting me up.
Interrogation tactics. Think about it. And I'm not saying like we're trying to interrogate her, but at the end of the day, I kind of am. I mean, for example, if somebody unalives somebody, they get arrested by the cops. The cops are overly nice to that person who just unalived somebody. Why? Because they're trying to get more information out of them.
I understand that. Like, we're trying to, well, not me, but you know what I mean. We're trying to get more information, but at this point, I feel like it's just going to be nothing but excuses.
And I totally agree with you. I'm not trying to be a bitch or anything. I'm just trying to understand the whole thing because these are disgusting. These are very disgusting, and I'm sending them to Ellie so she could send them to Allie. This is honestly disgusting. The way Kaylee talks to this girl.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think. I mean, it's not my platform. It's Kendra's, and then But I don't think it's. I don't know what the word I'm trying to use is useful. I don't know. To let Kaylee up in here because you know what? At the end of the day, she's just gonna make an excuse up for it. So I mean, I would just keep the proof and say fuck you and move on because. It's to the point where she's just gonna keep going, saying, "Oh well, this is the excuse. This is the excuse." But
how many times has that? How many times has that happened with Kaylee and she slips up on a lie and gets called out for it?
It's pointless at this point. Let her start her own live and try and defend herself. I just
Laura, you're gonna have to wait until.
We didn't bring her up here. Hold on. We didn't bring her up here to defend herself. That's not the purpose as to why we brought her up here. I want to make that clear. I want to make it clear. That is abuse. That is neglect. It's already been reported, and I'm going to ask that nobody else reports it. The reason being is all it's going to do is mess shit up for that little girl.
Yeah.
Okay, the more people that report, they're going to be like, oh my God, people are just after her at this point. Like, what the fuck? Like, they're not going to take it seriously the more people who report it.
Like the whole thing with the Gabby and Cam situation.
Exactly. Same exact thing.
Okay,
then report it. If you want to mess up the chances of that little girl getting help, that's on you. That's your business. You don't believe a word I say? That's fine. I don't care. Wish I gave a fuck, but I don't.
I also want to just justify that when I said that Kay's not a bad mom, I said that some of the aspects of her parenting are not bad. I didn't say she wasn't a bad mom. Because doing what she did, an apology does nothing for that little girl. She can apologize day in and night, but that kid is going to remember that for the rest of her life, and her apologizing is not going to do anything for her. But for her to come up here and act like a victim and say, and we already know she's going to say, well, they just think that I'm the most horrible person in the world and I'm just the worst mom ever. That's what I was trying to say, is that no, she's not the worst mom ever, but this aspect of her parenting, yes, this is the worst thing that she could have done for that kid.
Hi guys. I just wanted to say, as someone who
Brian, God currently doesn't have you as a mother for a reason. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. So that, yeah. Just because my child passed away, fuck you, you fucking cunt.
Said that like people.
Nobody, first of all, nobody is justifying anything. I am not justifying what she did. I said that she abused her child and she neglected her. What more do you want me to say? What more do you want me to say? Because I said not to attack her? I do have the same energy. Like I said, it's been reported. Y'all are disgusting. Brian, you're fucking disgusting.
Hi guys. I just want to say, as someone who endured tons of abuse when I was younger, I wish that CPS would have stepped in and saved me from the situation that I was in. And for me, I can't grasp why nothing happened when this situation happened back 5 years ago. I don't understand it. Does it make any sense to anyone else?
No.
What I want to know is, what did Kay say to the CPS people to make them think that it wasn't abuse? How did she gaslight them? Because she gaslights everybody else.
Ellie does have them.
To Allie.
Yeah. If Allie wants to read them, that is totally up to her. If Kendra doesn't want it on here, that's totally up to her. But these are disgusting.
Repeating.
I don't care. It could be read if Allie is willing to read them out.
So the picture you sent me of the cop, is that when she abused her?
And with her being in the room with the adults. So I don't want to say her name because she is young. So the young girl who was in here, had said the cop was there after the child being hit. The child was also forced to be in a bedroom to watch two adults do adult things. And then the cop had showed up.
Yeah, Taylor. This is just crazy.
And the message that she sent that girl, I really feel sorry for her.
So she sent that to that young girl?
The Facebook message, which would be
the first one you sent me?
Yes.
That's sick.
Wait, Gabby is in here right now. She said, I'm not saying
Yeah.
what she did is wrong or right, but for the love of God, drop it. That's what Gabby says. She's in here right now.
Of course she would say that.
No.
You justify everything you did that's wrong.
Oh, now you're gonna stick up for her? Oh, good for you, Gabby. Good for you.
Maybe there's
No, I'm just saying that, like, why are we just keep dragging this? What is it gonna do?
No one's
Destroy a
dragging.
mother? Commit the S word? What you're doing is you're
gonna get
actually
that little
making
girl
things
help
worse.
is
You
what it's gonna
already
do.
said what
You're
you
the
wanted to
last
say.
person that
No,
should be
listen to me,
talking.
please. What if somebody's in the chat that actually has gotten abuse or SA?
Okay, and that was
By you
abuse.
talking
What are you
about it,
talking
it's
was
probably bringing
abuse.
trauma
That
to
was
them.
actual
So
abuse,
my
Gabby.
thing is that why are you doing
Have you
this
seen the
to
video?
somebody? You already
Have you
said
seen the
something.
video?
You made it clear. Drop it.
Okay, have you seen the video?
I have seen the video.
Okay,
But I'm
it's
not gonna
fucking
be like
abuse.
you.
Period.
No, you guys, it's wrong.
Yeah, it fucking is.
You know what? How about this? How
You're
about
in
you guys
denial.
try to go
You're
get
in
help?
denial just as much as she is.
Instead of bashing her and making her feel like this horrible person, knowing that she is,
Gabby,
or if she feels like she is, what is that doing to her?
Horrible. She should.
Or what did she do to that kid?
Well, it's because Gabby does the same thing to her child.
Exactly, Gabby. You're fucking sick. And you got some balls coming up in here doing that, Gabby. Like, you're a fucking joke yourself. Get the
No,
fuck.
you guys are ridiculous.
No, you're ridiculous.
You're pretty
You do the same
ridiculous.
shit.
No.
There's
Yeah.
a wish list.
I
Maybe you
will
should
come
put
up
some.
here and I will say what's wrong and right.
Hey, Gabby, have you ever heard? Hey, Gabby, your own twin loves to say this, so I'm gonna throw it back at you real quick. No one is responsible for your triggers. So if you were triggered, or if anybody in the chat is triggered, as Danny would say, that's not on us. You know how to scroll out of it. Hey, Right? Kendra. So if you don't want to hear it, scroll the fuck out.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I Gabby don't just think wants that the you. attention on her. So how about you just kick her the fuck out of here, because Yes, she this is what does. she wants.
This is exactly
Yeah.
what Gabby does. She comes in here
Gabby,
and she
you
tries to
neglect your
dictate
own
what
son.
we
You
need
don't
to
need to
do.
be here.
Gabby, go start your own live.
She's in
Go start your own
denial.
live.
She's
How about
just
you
like,
go
Thank
be
God she
Kaylee's
dropped.
friend? Bye.
my lord.
Also,
People-
while I'm up here, I'm just going to take a second to It's Chrissy's World in the chat. You're getting overly confident. Not all of us are like clueless as to who you are, Amber. Or like it's something about losing your colon, whatever. We know who you are. Okay? You were Gabby's mod like 3 weeks ago. So simmer down.
Mentioning that Pixie person. Can anybody mute her? Like, she's really
Actually, Pixie, if you want to come up here and speak, you're more than welcome
She's
to.
sitting in the chat the entire time, just defending Kaylee, and if anybody says anything, she adds them and runs her little trap.
Yeah, people
Oh my
make
God, I got
mistakes. but
flagged.
Okay, Sammy and Allie both got a flag on my end.
Okay.
You resetting?
Yep.
Okay.
Because apparently that's normal.
I'm gonna grab him by his hair and just pound at his ass.
Who?
Yeah, Gabby. Yes, Gabby's live talking about it.
She can be live all she wants. She's only on her side because she abuses her own son. I did, TT. Thank you. She needs to call Steve. I'm dead.
Allie's live, Kendra.
Oh, that's fine. If I get off of here, I'm probably gonna put the baby down for a nap, but I'm gonna stay on for a little bit. It's okay, TT. Gabby's always live. Exactly. And since everyone's over at Allie's, so I'm probably gonna get off in a second. Ignoring you about what? Who's ignoring you? Thank you for the roses, TT. Hi. Of course she is, because she treats her kid just like she treats hers. No, they won't chill at all. But everyone's live over on Allie's page, so I think I'm gonna get off of here. If you guys want to see more of it, it's over on Allie's page. This live nor Allie is actually making a difference. Do better. Well, if you feel that way, maybe you should get out of here. Yeah, I guess it was like 5 years ago, TT. But I'm gonna get off of here and go over to Allie's. Oh wait, no, they're back over here. So cool. I think I'll stay on. Queen, are you over at Ellie's side? What's going on? I'm so confused. Thank you for the roses. You too, TT. Okay, I'm gonna go over there.